Hey, what's up, Otaku World? This is Midori, and I'm back with your Otaku news. Okay, the first story I got for you today is that Akira Toriyama just revealed the secret behind Dragon Ball Super Saiyan. So it turns out that it's not just about anger and power level and just training to get stronger. So it turns out that you need something called S-Cells. Yep, S-Cells. So similar to Star Wars where you have the midi-chlorians, where the more midi-chlorians you have, the stronger you are with the Force, or more in tune you are with the Force. So Dragon Ball Z now, it turns out it's the same thing. So it doesn't matter how hard you train, if you don't have enough S-Cells, you can't become a Super Saiyan. So he goes on to say that every Saiyan starts with a certain amount of S-Cells. So most Saiyans start with a very little. So when it comes to Goku and Vegeta, they have a lot of S-Cells. So that's how they're able to turn Super Saiyan with training. So someone like, let's say, Vegeta's father, you know, even though he's very powerful, he can't, turn a Super Saiyan if he doesn't have enough S-Cells. And he also goes on to explain that that's how Goku's son and Vegeta's son Trunks are able to, turn Super Saiyans at such an early age because they inherit their S cells from their fathers. So, I found that very interesting, but at the same time, I feel like I kind of like the old way of thinking that, any Saiyan could turn Super Saiyan. You know, as long as you train hard enough and, something tragic happens to you and, it's built upon emotion and power level and then you become a Super Saiyan. He says that's still important, but it still comes down to the S cells. And pretty much, Ataku did an interview with Akira Toriyama, and he confirms it. So that's something new coming from Dragon Ball right there, man. You need that S cells. In other news, IGN just released a review for Full Metal Alchemist, the movie, and if you scroll down, it turns out that the movie is just okay. So it's not that much, better than other manga adaptations turned live action. And they gave it a 6.5. They said it's watchable, but only for like you gotta be a otaku, you gotta be a fan of the series, enjoy the movie properly. So it's not really meant for people that's not a fan of the series already. They said that the majority of actors did okay, but not so much the main character. Um, the other thing is too that a lot of people were complaining that they kind of wanted the main character to be played by a European guy, but I feel like the movie is made in Japan, and so most likely they're gonna have mostly Japanese artists and Japanese, actors and actresses to play the role. That this guy probably has experience playing, um, you know, characters that's similar to the main character from the show. So I can see why they probably went with that. But I feel like if it's American adaptation, then yeah, of course they're gonna have a mix, race cast that better suits the manga. But it's produced and made and directed in Japan, so I can understand why all the actors are straight up just Asian. Same thing with Attack on Titan. Not all the characters are really portrayed in the anime and the manga as Asian though, but that's the actors they're gonna have available. It's probably a hell to like find the correct or right American or European actor and actress, to play in a Japanese, base, production team. Like everybody else is speaking Japanese, and then you're gonna have to it's gonna be hard to communication and translate and reading scripts and stuff like that. So I feel like Japanese production company probably think it's just easier to just, hey, all Asian, we do it all in house. We don't have to hire anybody or pay extra money to get overseas actors, to play a certain one role. So let's just have everybody Japanese. So that I can understand. And usually the Japanese tend to do a good job in all their adaptations. They're a lot closer and a lot better than, their American counterparts, in my opinion. So even though IGN is giving it a 6.5, I know for a fact that if you're a fan of the series, you're most likely gonna like it. So that's that. In my final news for today, actually sad news. The creator of Ronin Kenshin, Nobuhiro Wasuki, it turns out he has been caught with child pornography, and the police found DVDs of underage girls under the age of 15 at his Tokyo office, and he also found similar DVDs at his home. And this is very dire news because Ronin Kenshin is one of the most celebrated uh, mangas of all time. It's up there with all the other classics, and I feel like this may or may not tarnish. All his great works has been done already, so it may or may not tarnish his image or the manga, but it's not good. But it's funny because you know, Rurouni Kenshin the series has never been known for fan service or being kind of ecchi or anything like that. They never really show upskirt shots or anything perverted or very sexualized. The story is told well. It's written well. You know, the art is drawn very beautifully. So I don't understand. There was never no indication of you know you would get that from you would never know that the creator would be into something like that. You know, when it comes to like child pornography, like there's other mangas and anime that's very vivid and you know does a lot of fan service that that's very sexual heavy, but Rurouni Kenshin, it's like there was no indication, so it's kind of a shock that the creator has been caught with child pornography. So it's kind of sad, but hey, I know real fans are still gonna love the series, but you could love his work, but maybe not love what he does in his personal life. We all have our demons, but that's something that he's gonna have to really work on because that's how it starts. It starts with porn, and then it goes into other things. Like pedophilia and stuff like that. So yeah, sad news. Hey guys and girls, this is Midori. Hope you're enjoying the content that I just posted. Be sure to follow to my page and a like, where I upload art, anime, manga, news, and gaming related content. Also, be sure to join the group. Also, be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel, where I also upload art videos, gaming videos, and everything otaku related. Thanks again, and enjoy the content, guys.